Welcome to Darlington Arena, home of the under-11 AAA tonight, as the Toros are going to take on Central Ontario. Both teams are pretty even in the standings, only about a point away from each other for about the 6th or 7th spot in the standings. The Toros, coming off a loss against Quinte last week, rebuilt themselves and came up with a big 3-2 win up in York Simcoe, and they only allowed about 10 shots on net in that York Simcoe game. So a big regroup from the loss against Quinte. Now they got to turn the page against the Central Ontario Wolves as Malcolm's first shot went wide. Jack Anderson is in goal for the Toros, and Wilkinson is at the other end for the Wolves. There's the first shot that's going in wide past Anderson. There's another shot from the line by Langmaid as that gets knocked down. Trying to get that out of their own end. Langmaid again will get this again and dump it back into the corner. Right back in behind the Toros net. Chance to move this out. It's a turnover there. What a shot by Ibbett. And that's a blocker stop there by Anderson. His first big test of the game, and he comes up with a big save off Ibbett from the slot area. Another chance for Ibbett, as it's going to be a 3 back up the other way. He's getting up here with Williams as well. Williams takes it back in, and he scores. Williams opens up the scoring on a backhand. That's beating Anderson to make it 1-0 Central Ontario. So, just like last Wednesday, the Toros have found themselves down early, this time to their opponents, the Wolves. That goes down there for icing, so it'll come back and will take place off to the left of Wilkinson here in the goal. And to take it is Ben Rudnicki. He scored the lone goal in the defeat against Quinte. Here's a roller on net and kicked aside by Wilkinson with a stick. And behind the net went Rudnicki again. Toros are going to get back Risbridger. I think he played against York Simcoe. He was out of the lineup in the Quinte game. That goes behind the net. Gavin Laton moving up here to forward right now. Laton trying to put pressure on his man as Todd is backhanding this away. That was almost picked off on the other side. They do. From behind the net, it comes around the boards. Picked off again here on the other side. This time by Damian Anderson. Todd with a lead pass for Ibbett. Goes over his stick. The Toros get it and put it back in the zone. Todd from behind his own net puts this around the boards here for Park. He was well guarded on there by Ethan Osborne as Osborne takes it behind the net. Setting it up for Blake Jeans, and that was in his feet. Here comes Williams again. That can be dangerous. Backhand. It worked for him the first time, but that one went wide. That's off to the right corner now. From behind the net goes Oliver Hodgins. Late pass. It's going to tip just over the tip of the stick. And it's enough to go for icing. Now we're going to face off back in the Toros end. That's coming off to the left of Anderson. Andrew Hoare and Osborne trying to get it out of their own end. They've got a man to beat. Trying to get around him. Here's a shot. Stopped by Wilkinson. There's a rebound. Blake Jeans trying to bang away at it. And Wilkinson stands his ground to keep that out somehow. Hoare puts this behind the net. Malcolm's right there. Trying to get around the defender there was Osborne. Setting it up. Here comes Andrew Hoare, trying to shoot that. Couldn't throw one. Osborne rebound, scores! Easton Osborne out in front of the net. Cleans up the garbage out in front of the goal, and we're tied at 1. There was a battle in front of the net, and I believe it was Osborne, number 10, that got his last stick on that has tied things up at 1 from behind the goal. Back there went Ware to try and get that loose puck from in behind the net. They're looking back here to the blue line again. Can't shoot, so pushes it off to the side. Here's another chance here from the right-hand side. Back to the blue line. Shot through a screen. It's knocked down by the Toros trying to get it out of their own end. Wayne gets another opportunity to clear it out. But he was pressured on well there by the Central Ontario forwards, trying to get this out of their own end again. It's a lead passes up through center. As it's tipped aside there by Ben Christensen off to the corner, right up front, over the stick. Taken away here by Kukin. Kukin is leading this up through center for Central Ontario, putting this into the zone, and that's Wayne, who's going to slap it around here for Corley. Aiden Corley couldn't get it out past Williams, who's standing his ground over there on the left-hand side. Trying to get it around Malcolm here for a chance. He's the captain here for Central Ontario, moves it over here to the side. That lead pass is broken up a couple of times here. He gets another opportunity to try and put it in, and this one is turned over to Risbridger. Anthony Risbridger with a lead pass, was up through center and over the stick of Ben Christensen to the corner. Todd is on it. Todd from behind the net. He's got Christensen all over him, along with Risbridger to try and get that puck free. Anthony Risbridger is off on the right side. It's a turnover there to try and get it out of their own end. Was Todd, and it still stays alive, but that just came out over the blue line. Here comes Malcolm. Knocked off the stick. In behind him was Goodward trying to get to that loose puck. Here comes Todd picking it off. He's looking for a lead pass for Evans, but he was taken off his feet. So Todd will take it in himself and elude a couple of hits to go in behind the goal. Setting it up on the right-hand side. They try and get it back to the blue line again. Here's a shot through a screen. Could get a stick on that to redirect it as Tassi tried a shot from the line. Around the boards here for Corley. Christensen is right there. Trying to come up here through centers. Ben Christensen dumping that deep back to the corner from behind the net. Some good pressure on behind the goal here by Williams trying to get to that loose puck. Getting some help with Gavin Laton and Ben Poposky. It was Rudnicki there, number 73. Dumped back into the corner. From behind the net went Tassi after that. It's over here on the side. Big collision over there at the right-hand boards. Ibbett was in there to try and dig it free. Goes behind the net. They have control and wrap it around the boards. Henwood couldn't get a stick on that, so it goes behind the net. Tassi. Chance to clear. Toros keep it alive. Here comes a chance for Tassi, who's going to lead it in. Tassi's coming up over the line with a shot. Hit a stick and rolled in wide behind the net. Gavin Laton scooped up the loose puck as they go off on a change as a lead pass through center. Trying to make his way through with some nice moves is off to the corner for Ben Rudnicki. Rudnicki behind the net. Getting some help with Blake Jeans in behind the goal, but Williams takes it away. Williams has some men to beat, and it's Osborne. Now he's got a defenseman to beat, and that's Ware. And he backhands it behind the net for his teammate, trying to throw this up in front. It's wrapped around the boards. Malcolm's going to try and keep it alive. From center, drop back here to the line. That is Langmaid, who's going to dump that back into the Toros end. Nathan Ware's on it, trying to get it out. Couple whacks away at it to try and get it free, and couldn't. That's kept alive here by Central Ontario off to the corner. Taken away there by the Toros out of their own end. Langmaid was in offside as that came up over the line. Face-off now is just outside of the Toros blue line, and Todd gets it up off the boards. They've got Park going to the front of the net, number 61. From behind the net, Park is going to follow his teammate back there as they try and push this around the boards. Todd's going to try and keep it in, and he couldn't do so. It comes free. Over here to the side. Osborne's digging away at it, but was just underneath. It's actually going to go as a hand pass, which stops the play. Face-off on the hand pass came outside the Toros blue line, and they bring this in. They got a couple men to beat, and it's Risbridger's shot. Stopped by Wilkinson. Got a piece of that. Goes off to the corner. Coming around the side, there was Evans trying to get it out of his own end. Getting some help here on the other side with Corley. As Aiden Corley tried to make his way through. It gets tipped past the defender. Back in behind the net. Trying to put some pressure on here on the side. Another chance here for them to move it up through center, and it's Park taking the pass and trying to split through. It's rolling in on net, and Anderson will take a snow shower as he covers it up. Face-off was won by Central Ontario. Back here to the line. Tassie couldn't shoot. Good pressure on there by Laton. Gavin Laton put pressure on Tassie and let him shoot it and was blocked. But Williams has it in the offensive end. Williams tried to get out. Couldn't do so. Here comes a shot by Tassie. Again got blocked. Trying to keep this alive there was Laton. Now they started up. Up through center. Trying to find some open ice. As he comes up over the line is Ben Rudnicki trying to make his way through. Couldn't get around Malcolm, and Tassie gets a chance to clear. End of the last minute of play. Period number 1, we're in a 1-1 tie. Williams opened up the scoring for Central Ontario, and Ethan Osborne scored for the Toros, which evened things up. Back in behind the net it goes, and that's Savenk who backhands it to the corner on the other side. Malcolm tries to keep it in there at the blue line and keep the offensive pressure on. Knocked down here again by Malcolm as they try and put it in. It's in the Toro zone to try and clear this out. It got picked up there and put back in the zone behind the net. Chase Griffin from behind the goal has the control of that. Had pressure on him. Put it around the boards as they clear it out. 15 seconds left to go here in period number 1. Langmaid had a chance to get it up, and he does. Here comes a chance for Evans, bringing it in with a shot on net. There's a steer-aside save there by Anderson, who put it up off the back-end boards. Chance to clear it out, and once again, some good pressure. Gavin Laton trying to help out his teammate over there as the Toros are just trying to kill off the rest of the time in the first period, and they'll do this just that. We go to period number 2, locked in a 1-1 tie. Ready for period number 2, and Andrew Hoare will take this lead face-off for the second period and win it against Williams. And now Hoare tried to get that battling puck. Trying to get it around the defender here for a chance. Gets around the first one. Ware trying to stick to his man. Is a shot. Stopped there this time by Anderson, who was up against the post to make the stop. Henwood was out there to try and get to the loose puck, but that's going to get tipped away. Henwood again gets it. Trying to make his way through. Henwood was at the line with some nice moves, trying to make his way all the way into the corner. Henwood sets it up in front. Williams couldn't shoot as it got taken away by Ware up here for Osborne. Ethan Osborne dumps that into the corner as that's going to go behind the net. Andrew Hoare is going to try and help him out here to get the puck free. It's right here from the side. Trying to make his way through is Williams, who's got some nice moves through center. Williams with a slapper on net. Just enough there by Anderson to make that save. Henwood was trying to get the puck behind the net. That was a nice slapper there by Williams. Nice stop by Anderson to get a piece of it. That's going down the ice and into the corner. Number 7 from behind the net. Couldn't get that name. Here comes Chase Griffin to keep that in. Back in behind the net. They got a man sitting in front. It's Corley trying to get to that loose puck there in the corner. And finding it first was Wilkinson. Clean face-off win. Here comes a shot by Hodgins on net, is redirected right into the pads of Wilkinson. Now the face-off comes off to his left. Trying to win that draw. It's a scramble one. Central Ontario player had to pick up his glove, and now he's got it, and it leads to a chance now. He's got to get around Griffin. He's got Evans behind the net. Evans from behind the goal. Couldn't do anything with it. They got to get it around Goodward here for a chance. Goodward keeps it alive and then loses it at the line as it comes off his stick. Good play here by Christensen now. Ben Christensen puts that off to the corner. From behind the net goes Todd after that loose puck to try and get it out of his own end. Christensen in behind him. Oliver Hodgins a shot. Can't get it through the line of defense as they try and dip it away. They do. Good pass by Malcolm. Leads it to himself. Malcolm with a shot. Redirected. Rebound is just over the stick there of Henwood. What a great opportunity there, and it just went over the stick there at the other side. So that's Smith, number 26, who had that opportunity, and it hopped over his stick at the wrong time if you're a Central Ontario player right in front of the net. Williams tried to make his way through. Dumped into the corner, back in behind the net. Malcolm will take this carom off the boards. Started that last rush. Now he leads one for Evans, who gets enough of his stick on it to tip it in. Behind the net, and it went for an icing call. Face-off is coming off now to the left of Wilkinson. And that's Rudnicki taking the draw, but loses it. From behind the goal now. Starting it up with a lead pass. That's a good job over here to try and set it up in front for Gavin Laton, but it went over his stick from center. Kept alive here again by Rudnicki. Rudnicki, a shot! Scores! Ben Rudnicki picks the right side and beats Wilkinson to the right pad side, and it's a 2-1 Toros lead. Perfect shot, just inside the post there by Rudnicki as the Toros have now jumped out in front from their own end. That is Gavin Laton taking it back where he's most comfortable, in behind the net on defense. Here comes a chance now for Rudnicki to try and make his way through against Williams as both them collide. Over here to the side, they're trying to get it up there for Williams and battle away at it. It comes back in the zone. Hard around the net. This is going to be Hudson Savink to try and hold it in, but it was in offside as Gavin Laton touched it up. Here comes a face-off now, just outside the blue line. Trying to win that draw there was Osborne and make his way in. Gets swept away, slapped back in by Griffin, and it hit his man on the way through. Trying to make his way in. Here comes a chance there. Can't shoot one to the net, and away comes Hoare to try and get it out of his own zone. Andrew Hoare overskated that one here from center. Slapping it up through the zone. Here comes a chance to dump it into the corner. Right on net. It gets stopped there and held on to by Wilkinson. Andrew Hoare now to take this draw. Here comes a chance to shoot one to the net. Tip them in, they score! A redirection finds its way to the back of the net as it changed the direction on Wilkinson and found its way into the right side of the goal, and it's a 3-1 Toros lead now. Shots from the line, they can hit something out in front, and that's exactly what hit there and changed direction on Wilkinson. And made it tougher to make that stop. 3-1 in favor of the Toros now. Central Ontario get a chance to move this up to get it around Ware, and he does. Good lead in here by Williams, but now a turnover. Getting swept there past Todd. This is Corley trying to beat Todd to the puck. As Corley is going to win the race, but the shot is off the stick and went wide. Coming around the boards here for Kukin to try and get it out. Getting some help. Here comes a 2-on-1 back up the other way as they're coming up here with Ibbett as well. Shot just wide by Williams. Kept in by Todd. Behind the net for Ibbett. That's going to go over him. Griffin can't get it out as Ibbett and Williams dig away here in the corner. Around the boards. That's getting out past the defender. Todd is coming up from behind. That was in some feed area again, but they're going to clear this away through center. Chase Griffin on it, who dumps it back in. Right back in behind the Central Ontario net. From their right side, they're going to try and lead it up. Gavin Laton picked it off. Laton trying to show off some moves and send one to the goal. Stopped there by Wilkinson, who's just able to hold on to that and get another face-off. Now it's going to be Rudnicki now to take this draw. Coming off to the left of Wilkinson. Oliver Hodgins tried to hold the line. Had some help with Rudnicki. They're trying to keep it alive here again, and Rudnicki is the one that gets it. Rudnicki, backhand of the net, is going to miss the goal and go in wide. Taken away by Central Ontario from behind their own net. Trying to put this around the boards here up through center. Trying to catch up to it. Behind them was Oliver Hodgins. But Park is able to cause a turnover there for Smith, who tries to win the battle. Smith from behind the net with Park and Evans. Evans is going off to the side. Gavin Laton picks off that drop pass as he gets followed into the corner by Smith. He starts it out. Laton gets around Evans with a pass as they try and get past Malcolm, but Tassie has it from behind his own net. Tassie puts that around the boards here, trying to keep it alive, and they do with Savink putting it in behind the net. It's wrapped around the boards again, as that was Smith trying to get it knocked down here at center by Henwood, or Evans, sorry. Dumped back to the corner from behind the net. That skipped over the stick as they try and get it here to the other side. High, back into the Toros end it goes. Nathan Wayne from behind the net puts it around the boards here for Laton. Gavin Laton tried to make his way up to the net. Here comes Henwood, back to the line, a one-time shot. Stopped there by Anderson. Rudnicki now with it. Trying to put it off the boards here for Laton. Ben Williams out there as well here from center. That goes back in behind the net. Williams goes off on a change. Ware from behind the net. Loses it to Williams. Back to the line it goes. Catch good pressure on there as Blake Jeans is able to get that puck out of his own end. From their own zone now. Coming over here to the side. He's going to scoop it up. Good job here by Ware as he dumps this back into the zone. Another chance to get it around Ware for an opportunity was Kukin coming up over the line as he puts it in from behind the net. Here comes Damian Anderson trying to get it out of his own end, and that's Kukin who takes it behind the goal. Kukin can do anything with it. Here comes a chance back up the other way with Osborne. Getting it over here for Blake Jeans as he tries to tip it in. Dumped into the zone. That gets knocked down here right in front. From behind the net. Looking to win this battle. That's Hoare trying to dig after it. Kept in here from the blue line. A chance to shoot it. He puts it to Blake Jeans and the shot is blocked. Going off to the corner. Jeans is going back in behind the net to try and get it. Around the boards and Chase Griffin has control. Griffin has control of the puck from behind the net. Some nice spin moves from in behind the goal to try and set it up now. Wrap around from the side. Is stopped by Wilkinson. He's trying to find it. And he'll get it just in time as the Toros were whacking away out in front, looking for their fourth goal of the game. Here comes a chance to win this draw just outside of the blue line. From their own end, he takes it back in his own zone. Wrapped around the net as it's coming around on the right-hand side. It's going to be picked off again here by Griffin on the side, but the throw to the net is wide. Behind their own net, he's going to clear it away through center, and that's Goodward colliding with his man. They try and tip it in. Coming right here now for Chase Griffin, followed by Park in behind the net. Griffin doing his job as Evans and Park were on him. He span away from him. Trying to get it around the defender. Here comes a chance to bring it in. Coming up over the line to try and shoot it. It rolls in on goal and gets steered aside by Wilkinson. Off to the left. Christensen tried to get to that loose puck. Skating it out. This could start a 2-on-1. Hudson Savink, the only one back. Here comes Evans. Evans can't shoot as Savink got a stick on it. Todd to the front of the net. Backhand. Stopped by Anderson as he comes up big off Williams this time. Williams got his number in the first period, and he tried to dial up Anderson there, and Anderson hung up on him. Williams is going to try and win this face-off here. Ibbett gets it back to the line. A shot going wide, right to the front. Good knockdown there by Oliver Hodgins. That would have been a great chance for Henwood out in front. Ibbett out in front of the goal over the stick of Henwood. Back up through center they come. He's starting this up on his own as Ben Rudnicki. Rudnicki takes it to the front, and that lead pass out in front is taken away by a dark blue sweater for Central Ontario. Ibbett had it at center. Skating it in with a lead pass. That's going over the stick, and here's Hodgins after it. Oliver Hodgins tried to put that off the boards. Slapped in, knocked down by Anderson, who puts it behind the net, and that's Ware from behind the goal. Right around the net, trying to get this out of their own end was Laton, but it's kept in. Good job here by Tassie to hold the line. Ibbett from behind the net, hits the side of the net. Ibbett gets it back, trying to jam this in from the side. was Henwood, and that got stopped. Kept alive again by Williams here. Williams was in a battle against Gavin Laton. Goes back in behind the net for Ibbett. Ibbett out in front, and that went over the stick of Henwood from the right side. Here comes a chance. Starting up with some speed, along with Gavin Laton, is Ben Rednicki. Rednicki from behind the net. Turns it over. That leads to a chance back up the other way now. With some moves, he gets it over here to the side for for Smith, who takes it in. Backhand, it goes wide. Tassie's coming after that and puts it behind the net. Trying to get around the defender. Goodward was over there. Couldn't get to the puck. Goodward again. Has control of it. Tries to get us through. Gets around Laton and now pushes it off to the corner, where Savink goes back there. Savink was taken off his feet by Smith. Smith has control of the puck now to try and get away from the defender. Back to the line. Good job here to keep it in by Langmaid. Another shot right to the front of the goal, and they can't get their stick on it from the slot area. Kept alive here again, and that was by Goodward down low. Smith drops it off. That was another centering pass. Here comes Langmaid, a shot, and that gets knocked down before it hits Anderson. Langmaid will keep it in again, trying to push this off to the side. As it's in the corner here, back for Langmaid. His shot got blocked by Gavin Laton. Laton trying to make his way back in. Laton with a shot. That gets blocked on the way through. Didn't make it to the net. From behind the goal, gets picked up by Langmaid, trying to put this out of his own end. Up through center they come. 2-on-1 advantage, and it's against him. Here's a backhand. That's going wide by Kukin. Kukin has to get back to his feet. Here's Ibbett. Hitting a stick there was Ibbett on that pass, and that was the stick of Andrew Hoare. Williams trying to make his way out. Backhand! Scores! Williams gets the second of the game with a nice backhand just outside the left post. And it's now a one-goal game at 3-2. That line was putting on dangerous pressure there with Ibbett and Williams finally pots his second of the game with a nice backhand just inside the post. Both goals coming on his backhand to make this a 3-2 game. Here comes a chance for Kukin. Kukin shot. This one is going to find the leather of Jack Anderson, who holds on to it. Still 1:47 remains here in period number 2. And a face-off that's off to the left of Anderson. One cleanly back to the line for Todd. Todd's shot is blocked, but he gets another opportunity at it. Todd's shot! That gets stopped there by Anderson. Behind the net goes Griffin after it. He's in a battle against Kukin. Ben Christensen trying to help him out. Williams, he's dangerous, taking one to the net. Can't. Backhand! High and wide there by Kukin. Now it's Ibbett's time. Ibbett tried to set it up. Kukin! Nice block on the way through. It hit a stick on the way in, and that was the stick of Aiden Corley, who gets it up. Corley with a lead pass here for Christensen, who tips it in. Back in behind the net, and it goes for an icing call. Evans to take this draw now. Off to the left of Anderson. Evans trying to win this battle here on the other side. Getting some help on the other end. From behind the net. Trying to dig away at this loose puck. It comes free. Here comes a chance there for Gavin Latom with a pass that skips over the stick, and that's Malcolm after it. Here comes a chance to put some pressure on. Pick off for Nicky. Can't shoot, but he keeps it alive though with some nice moves. Now finally taken away by Park, who chips it away at center, and Hodgins does his job, rolls it in on net. Wilkinson had his problems with it, but still was able to make the stop and steer it off to his right. Trying to get it around Savink here for a chance, as that's Evans. Thrown to the goal. Good play. Out in front of the net by Ben Rednicki. Now it's a chance for Gavin Laton to get it out. Laton starts this in from center. Gavin Laton getting up here with Rednicki. Gets a shot off, and it's stopped by Wilkinson. Now it's going to be Andrew Hoare's turn to take this draw. Winding cleanly. Blake Jeans can't shoot. Nathan Ware keeps it alive for one more opportunity here in the second period. Hoare backhands it down low. They tried to set up in front, and that's going to do it for that second period. Some quick goals by the Toros put them up 3-1, but another goal by Williams has us in a one-goal game and quite a finish heading to period number 3 for the under 11 AAA Toros and Central Ontario. Buckle up for a one-goal game here in the third at the Darlington Sports Centre. The under 11 AAA Toros hold that advantage by a goal, but Central Ontario were cranking up some pressure at the end of that second period. That's coming in offside. Face off again, but to be taken by Williams. I gotta wait for Anderson to get back in his net as he was off strolling before the face off was taken. Trying to get this back in the zone. He leads it in, and that's gonna be Osborne being the first one to the puck. Trying to set this up in front. Fired back down low for Hoare. Right in front, quick chance, and that goes wide. What a great opportunity there by Osborne. Fired wide of the net. Osborne again gets one. Block it away. It's up in the air and into the back of the net as Osborne gets enough of that shot to put it off the blocker of Wilkinson, and it just squeaks over the line for a 4-2 lead. Wilkinson got his arm on that shot by Osborne, but it went up in the air and just crossed the line as the Toros start off this third, getting their 2-goal lead back. Todd is pressured on by Corley behind the net. Corley trying to dig away at it. It's a 2-on-2 battle in that corner as Corley's getting some help. Todd trying to get it here for Central Ontario behind the net. That's going to be Todd again picking this up. With a lead pass, it come up there for Henwood trying to dump this in. There's another chance to dump it back in the zone. That's Chase Griffin going back after it in his own end. Around the boards it goes here to try and get it out. And he does. Trying to race after it. Up in the zone there was Ben Christensen backhanding it behind the goal. Christensen trying to get some help with Corley. Comes around the boards. He's going to get kept in here at the line by Griffin, but taken away by Park. Park's pass. Nice play by Smith as he gets around the defender. Smith a backhand. Stopped by Anderson though. And Smith made that nice move at the line to even get to that scoring opportunity, but Anderson was able to come up big and make that save. Keep his club up by 2 with a face-off coming off to his left. And it's going to be Williams who's taking this draw. Williams wins it. Number 7 gets his shot. That goes wide from behind the goal. Big hit by Ibbett. And behind the net as he takes Gavin Laton down. From behind the goal goes Williams again. Williams back to the line for number 7. Oh, I can't see the full name on that because of the hair covering the name. That shot got blocked by a Toro out in front. Try to get this out of their own zone with a pass. Picked up here by the Toros at their own end. That is Oliver Hodgins trying to get his way around his event. And we do get number 7, Aspen. Here comes a chance. And that is picked up again. Behind the net goes Gavin Laton. Aspen tried to get after that loose puck along with Greenwood. Henwood couldn't get it out. Tassie goes off to the corner. Put around the boards here for Henwood. Not out. Slap to the net. Good pass by Rudnicki right to the side. That was a tic-tac-toe chance right in front of the goal, and it got stopped by Williams. Another chance to clear by Henwood, and he will. Behind the net, as that's Ware going after it in his own end. Had Williams on him, moves it for Gavin Laton. Laton pushes it to himself behind the net now. It's in behind the goal. Trying to win that battle from behind the net is Rudnicki. It's thrown up in front as a chance to try and clear. It's up here through center, and that's going to be picked up by Langmaid. Right back in behind the net it goes, and that's going to get scooped up there by Ware. Gavin Laton as well will take this from behind the net and try and get it out. It's a lead pass up through center, knocked down by Langmaid. Right back in behind the Toros net now. Trying to win this battle on the Toros, and it's let up through center. And you have 3 guys to get around. And that's Langmaid who's got to Hoppy in the defense now. Here comes our first penalty of the game, and it's going to go to Langmaid on that hit in the corner. From behind the net when Blake Jeans as he touches it up. Actually got it even up, as I believe that was Rudnicki who took the penalty after, so we'll play 5-on-5 hockey, and Hoare has to come out here to take the draw. Hoare pushes it off to the corner for Osborne. Osborne tried to get around a bit for a pass up there for Williams. Williams and Kukin are coming up here through center. Kukin with a nice move to take this to the face-off circle. From in behind the net. It's off to the corner from behind the goal now. Toros get a chance to slap it around. They got to tip it past Todd, but Todd did his job to keep it in. From behind the net. Around here against Blake Jeans, who tried to pick up that puck. We're going to have another under 11 AAA Toros game coming up on Sunday as well, as the Toros are going to play host to Barrie at the Rickard Arena. That game will also be on MJ Broadcasting. Here comes a chance for Osborne, high and wide. Tassie gets that. It's going to be the Toros and Barrie on Sunday. Here comes a chance for Hoare to clear it away as he tried to get it up here for Osborne. Osborne's dumping it into the corner. Back in behind the net it goes. Scooped up by Malcolm again. Malcolm with a pass. This is picked off. Here comes a chance now to try and cut in. Shot! Stopped there by Wilkinson, and the rebound is buried into the back of the net as the Toros followed up on the roam rebound with Corley to make it 5-2. So 2 goals here in this third period, one by Osborne, now one by Corley, has given the Toros a little bit of breathing room now. Aspin got that up through center for Goodward. Goodward comes in, up over the blue line with a pass. Here goes the backhand, stopped there by Anderson with a nice stop. Another chance to clear it out. From their own zone, taking this one off the board. The late pass was for Ben Christensen, almost broken up there by Aspin. Back in behind the net. That's going to be Todd going back in behind the goal. Evans is over here to try and win the battle as everybody's in behind the net. Todd is going to take a bump, and that's going to be a Toros penalty for the hit in the corner. And the first power play of the game this time will go to Central Ontario for body checking. Now it's going to be Williams who takes a straw to start off the Wolves power play, wins it. Here comes a chance with the face-off circle, putting it behind the net. That's scooped up by Ibbett out in front and couldn't get buried. Kept in at the line by Malcolm, though. Here comes the chance. Williams going for the hat trick, but the shot got blocked. Kept alive by Malcolm, though. Cleared out. Knocked down here by Todd at center. Todd from center pumps it in here for Ibbett. Taken away by Kukin, though. Kukin for Williams. He can't shoot as he was tipped off the puck. Out through center, they come shorthanded, just dumps it into Wilkinson, who stops that. Wilkinson leads it from behind his own net, and Malcolm starts it away. Malcolm from his own end starts this out. The pass for Williams on his left side is an on goal, stick to side, just enough for the knob of the stick to stop that by Anderson. Knocked down here from center. Was Todd trying to backhand it back in. Let up by Kukin now. Kukin with some nice moves, trying to take one to the front of the net. Ibbett tries a shot that hit a stick as Savinkin goes off to the corner. Here's a shot that's going in wide. Coming off on the right end boards. They're trying to shoot this. Is Williams right to the front. That got stopped. Todd tries. That shot's in on goal. They can't tip it out in front. From behind the net. Here comes another chance. Back to the line for Malcolm. Malcolm steps into one, but he fired it wide. Penalty's almost over here to the Toros. Got 25 seconds left to go on this Central Ontario power play. Trying to find the puck on the loose end. Kept alive as Rudnicki tried to skate it out. And this is going to be a penalty. Coming up here for tripping. And I believe it's Central Ontario. It is going to be Smith going for the tripping call. So in 16 seconds, the Toros have a power play for 1:44. from behind the net. Starting this up over here for Aspen. Aspen with a late pass, and it's up here for Evans. Getting up here with Goodward as well. Trying to make their way in. Up over the line. It gets taken away by the Toros though. Finding some open ice as he tries to bring it in. Dropped off as it comes up over the line. Here comes a shot by Risbridger on net. Stopped by Wilkinson and covered up. Face-off is won. Aspen with a chance to clear. And they do down the ice. Oliver Hodgins has got to skate after it. Hodgins is going back in his own end after that puck now. Finding some open ice up through center is Oliver Hodgins as he tries to start his own rush. Was in there against a battle for Evans. Tassie will get it over here for Aspen again. Aspen with a late pass, and that's knocked down here from center by Christensen. Good work here by Goodward trying to get to that loose puck. Puts it back in the zone and kills off more time on this penalty to Smith. In behind the net it goes. Looking for an open lane to get it out. Gets it up through center as they bring it in. He's coming up over through center ice as that's Ben Christensen off to the side. Right in front. Wilkinson got a stick on it and it's still loose. Turnaround shot this time. That hit Aspen out in front and cleared away by Ibbett. Out of the zone and back into the crease area. From behind the net. Gonna keep it from in behind the goal as he has it back there with a lead pass. They're skating it up through center. He's gonna get clogged up in the neutral zone. And Langmaid dumps that back into the Toros' end. From behind their own zone now. Gonna start this with a lead pass. Here's Park after that. Short-handed as he brings it in. Park shot. Stopped there by Anderson with ease as he stands up to make that stop. And the penalty now to Smith is over as he's back on the ice. From behind the net. Here comes a chance to try and win this battle over here on the other side. That was Malcolm over here. From behind the net there was Langmaid. Picked up and put over here for Malcolm and on his backhand to try and get it out. He got it up here for Smith. Smith's pass for Williams was in his feet and Smith is after it again. Smith was up over the line with a pass for Williams. Williams' shot is through Anderson, and that's a hat-trick goal for Williams. He's got all three here for Central Ontario as it's now cut to a 5-3 game. And actually, still about 4 minutes left, so if Central Ontario can find a way to pop another one before the last minute, this could come right down to the wire as the Toros just try to keep their game together here, winning this one by 2 with under 5 minutes left to go. Here comes a chance now, trying to get around Todd, and that's Ben Rudnicki. Rudnicki, backhand. It's rolling through the crease area. Kept alive here by Benny Williams. That's Ben Rudnicki trying to get one to the net. Buchan with a pass. Trying to make his way through there was Henwood. He gets knocked up. Trying to get this back to the line. Gets Todd. Tip past him. Here comes the chance back up the other way. The only one back is Aspen for Central Ontario. Bringing it in was Rudnicki off to the side. Got Gavin Latton in the front. Rudnicki with some nice moves to lead this rush. From behind the net, Rudnicki gets it again. Rudnicki drops it back to the side. Here comes the shot to the net. Good block on the way through. This was a block there. And now Damian Anderson has it. Anderson couldn't make its way through as Aspen knocked it down. Williams and Latton going after this puck. Williams will be the first one there. Take it behind the goal. Trying to get it back here from Malcolm. Taken away here by the Toros as they lead it in. He's trying to get around Malcolm here for the opportunity, and that's Andrew Hoare. Hoare tipping it behind the net. 3 minutes now left to go. Behind the goal goes Osborne after that. Ethan Osborne trying to get around the defender along with Andrew Hoare to try and get the puck free. Hoare sticking with his man, trying to get it free from behind the net. It's a wraparound, trying to go to the left side, tipped in front. It's up in the air, and that is going to get kept out by Wilkinson. Face-off now is just off to the left of the goal. Goodward will take that draw and win it. Here for Malcolm. From behind the net on his backhand. Puts it over here for Smith as they tip it away. Tipped it past Anderson. Hudson Savink is skating after that. Savink beats Evans to the puck from behind the goal. Osborne a chance to get it out, and he does. Gets it past Tassie. 2-on-1. Malcolm the only one back. But our Central Ontario player was coming back to help. That's high and wide over the goal. In a battle over here against Savink. Here comes a chance. That is Smith getting up here. And he couldn't shoot as it was a nice defensive play to come back and sweep it away from him. But we're getting a penalty coming up. We didn't see that contact in the corner, but definitely heard it. And we're going to get a penalty out of it. And actually, it's both players that are going off to the box, so play some 5-on-5 hockey. Face-off is coming off to the right of Jack Anderson. And it's going to be Williams who takes this draw. Gotta wonder if the Central Ontario coaching staff might take a little bit of a gamble and pull Wilkinson for the extra attacker. And it looks like he's got his hand up ready to wave him, but Toros come back up the other way. Here comes a chance. Taken off his feet. Rolled to the net. Great stop by Wilkinson. It stays at the side. Stays there. And finally it's poked into the net. As coming in to clean up the garbage was Ben Christensen to poke it in. And it's a 6-3 game. How many opportunities did the Toros have there? Wilkinson did all he could. He made the initial stops, but finally, as the puck laid there at the line, Ben Christensen was the one that was able to tip it in and make this a 6-3 game now. So goals now by Osborne, Corley, and Christensen here in the third period have made this a 6-3 game. The only lone goal scorer here in the third for Williams was for Central Ontario was Williams getting his hat trick. Park tried to throw under the net. Good knockdown there by Park with his hand eye. That gets rolled to the net and Anderson steered it off. Approaching the last minute of play of period number 3. Here comes a chance for the shot from the slot area. Fanned on it before he could let that one go. Trying to come up through center to get it around Malcolm with a pass. Was in the feet. Still alive by Corley as he gets taken down by Malcolm. Here comes Henwood trying to escape with it for Park. Can't get around Nathan Ware. He stood him up. From behind the goal went Griffin after it. Throwing it up in front. There was nobody there but a white sweater as they lead it up. And the pass was too far past Gavin Laton down the ice for icing. Face-off now was off to the left of Anderson. Won by Central Ontario. The shot hits a stick at the front. And nobody can get their stick on that rebound out in front of the goal. Keeps it alive. They went for the pass there for Rudnicki that was in his feet. Coming back up the other way, they're going to start this out. Looking for one more rush here in the game. He's got to get around Tatsy, who takes it from behind the net. Here comes the chance now. Out of front, shot, and they score. Pulling the trigger out of front of the net with a one-timer was Gavin Laton to beat Wilkinson, and it's a 7-3 game. So Laton hits the score sheet with a goal as he fired that one in, and that's going to do it here for the game. A huge third period here for the Toros as they led that one 3-2 heading to the third, but they poured it on in that third period and scored 4 goals and skate away with a 7-3 victory for their second straight win as they beat York Simcoe on the weekend. They're going to look to make it a third one when MJ Broadcasting brings you the game on Sunday. They play Barrie. Thank you for watching. I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman.